Hello everyone, this is Motbot. This is a redstone tutorial, and this is my very simple fence door. So how this works is really quite smoothly actually, and also very simply. So if we hit this lever here, this is the input source. The fences here shift, and then you can walk through it, and you can go back, of course. You can go on either side, and then if we hit it again, and there you go, it closes and the fence gates link back up. So this is really cool, I think, and I think it looks pretty nice as well because you can always see through the door, but you can't always get through it. There is one little thing, is that you have to have one fence there or up there depending on the state. So if we come down here and flip that again, you can see that up there, which I don't think is too big of a problem because you have a block on top of that which would still blend in real nicely, and the one that you're walking over does not have a block below it. So really how this works, when it's on, first it will power this piston, which will, or at least should, push this up. So if we flip this off, you'll see it doesn't go right away even though it's powered, because what has to happen first, since this is extended by default when it's in the other state, these torches have to invert, and that takes 3 ticks. And then 4 ticks later, after this is powered, then you will have this right here go down. And what this going down does is provides a block update to this to then tell it needs to be extended, and it can now since this is retracted from this being off. So again, if you watch the redstone here, you can see everything happen. And again, when it's going up. So when it's going up, it takes a little bit longer than when it's going down, like that, because more has to happen. But it's really cheap as well. All you're going to need is 2 redstone repeaters, 9 redstone dust, 3 redstone torches, 3 regular pistons, 1 input source, whatever that might be, and that can go on any one of these 3 blocks here. It could also go on this block as well. And then you're going to need 2 types of fences that do not link. So any kind of wood fence and nether fence will do, or I believe you can use cobblestone walls as well. Either the mossy or the regular, but not both of them together because those will link, as will 2 types of wooden fences, and there's only 1 type of nether fence, so you don't have to worry about that. You're going to need 6 of one kind and 4 of the other, does not matter which goes where, and then you're going to need some building blocks to actually make the build. So let's go ahead and do the tutorial. Alright, so this build is technically 6 by 5, and the reason I say technically is because these blocks over here, well, they seem like they're just blocks, and they kind of are, because they can be anything really that these fences will connect to, or they don't even actually have to connect to them. It could be glass because nothing can fit in an area that would just be this wide. But I'm counting it just because it makes it look right if it has something that it links up to, like it does on that side. But to start off, when you're building, you're going to want to find the center, and then go all the way to the left like this, come up 3 blocks like that, skip 3, come up 3 there, and then start putting in your fences. So you can make this kind of checkerboard pattern like this, and it doesn't really matter right now because you might have to shift them later depending on exactly how this is built. Just with what fences you put where, it can be a little bit weird. But these blocks around here you can go ahead and cover up because these are not part of the door, and that's on this side as well. And then you can put some in here like this, so you have this little 3 by 3, and then a block on top like that. Come up a few blocks like this, so you can place a downwards facing piston, and I'm not going to be able to get in there. Here we go. So you can go like that, and then go ahead and put this back like that, and that back like that. And now your input is going to come over here, this second block over here from the right. Come down 2 blocks like this, and then make this little L shape, so it's kind of like even with this corner. And then go ahead and place your input on one of these blocks, and then dust like that. Now you're going to want to come over here, come down a block like this, and then make a little 2 by 2 right like this. And then you can have 2 sets of repeaters, one coming out here, that'll be on 2 ticks, and then one over here, that'll be on 4 ticks, and then dust in the rest. You can then have a piston facing down next to this repeater, and it does have to be facing down because if it faces up, it'll push a different line of fences, and that's not what you want. And then this one will be a little bit tricky to place. You might have to break a few blocks, so I'm going to come up here like this, place an upwards facing piston there, and then try to get out of here, right like that. And now coming over here, you're going to need to build a torch tower, so you can just come up 1 block like this from this redstone dust, get rid of that block, and then go torch, block, torch, block, torch, block, and then these blocks right here, you can just go over 2 like this, and then dust right like that. And that's about it for the door. So if you go ahead and flip this, you'll see that it closes, and flipping this now will open it. Very quite simple, and really cost efficient, and honestly looks really cool. This is something that I would love to use myself, and I will definitely find a use for it in my survival worlds. But anyways, this has been MopBot, and I'm out.